Hello, this is Glowing Golem and welcome back to another episode of Logicore. So, today I am going to be starting a massive project. So, this is going to be a wither skeleton farm in the nether, and essentially I found a fortress which is surrounded by lava, and we're pretty much going to make a perimeter. So blast away all the TNT, remove all the lava, and essentially just make it so the only place they can spawn is in the farm. And that is going to mean that the farm is super efficient, we can get a ton of wither skulls, and also get a ton of beacons. So currently the way I've been trying to get wither skulls is by going to the nether, going to a nether fortress and killing wither skeletons. The thing is, I've killed about 50 and still no skull. Like, statistically speaking, I should have at least gotten 2.5. So pretty much I should have 2 and almost about to get a third to get a beacon. But no, the game has just decided, no, we're not giving you any. So that's pretty much the reason why I've decided to dig out a giant perimeter. So at the moment I'm just collecting up some wood because there are a few things I need a lot of chests for, and for some reason there is absolutely no wood anywhere. So I'm just gonna chop down a bunch of these trees and hopefully get some wood back into some of the chests. Okay, so wood chest, I'm going to put all this wood in here, and with the rest of it I'm going to make it into some planks and make half a stack of chests. Okay, so I've just come through the portal from the main base, and this is the important part for anyone on the server who's watching this and wants to help out. If you come over here and then up this staircase, this leads you to the new nether hub. Okay, so up here is the nether hub, which we're digging out. Another giant dig we're doing. So that's going to be, I don't know how high, but it's quite massive. Anyway, coming up the staircase, you go to the left, and over here is a staircase you can see just in the distance, marked out by this single torch. And if you follow this up, and get the rest of the way up, and through here has been some bedrock breaking things that I have done, and pretty much just made a hole in the bedrock so you can just climb up here, climb up the ladder and get through. So that's a zombie pigman farm, golden XP, so I'm quickly gonna fly up there just to the top, because this is one place where I need to put down a few chests very quickly. And then from here, the hole is just here. If you then see over here, there is some gravel. And essentially, just follow the gravel all the way over to where the wither skeleton farm is going to be. And once you get close, which is just over here, you will see a sort of tower thing, which is how I take off with my elytra. Even that doesn't work sometimes. But then there's some more bedrock breaking things down here. This one was a bit more difficult because I didn't actually know where a single bedrock thing was where I could get through. So yeah, just jump down here, and here is the digging area. I needed all the chests because of the netherrack here. I sort of want to keep it. I don't really know. If you want to just let it despawn, that's perfectly fine. We're going to get plenty anyway. But yeah, just there's chests up in this one here, and then just store it all in the chests down here. But anyway, back to the rest of the episode. That was mostly just how to get to it if anyone wants to help me. So 128 by 128 is 8 chunks, so I guess we could just start by digging 8 chunks, but I've marked out the area just down here. So essentially, it needs to be 11 layers like this, because we're going to blow it up with TNT, and I've done some sort of testing in a creative world and found that it needs to be 11 blocks high, so that all the stuff can fit in from the top here down, and then when the TNT sits on the bottom block here, it won't explode the TNT from the top. So essentially, it's now just a case of digging all this out to as large as possible. Well, I pretty much used up my entire pickaxe digging out just this one chunk area. So if I press F3 and G again, you can see that this is one chunk around. So this needs to go out 7 more in that direction, and also down another 8. So it's a lot of digging, and gonna go through a lot of pickaxes. Well, at least I have a pigment farm that I can easily repair my pickaxe with. So I came over here to get some diamonds, and it looks like we are quite low on diamonds. Some people must have been using them, but I'm gonna grab 15 of these and make 5 pickaxes, and then enchant pretty much all of them. Okay, let's see what we get. Yes, that's good. That one's good. That one's also good. Anything with efficiency 4 is good for me. Silk Touch and efficiency 4, nice. So we have some really good pickaxes here. I can probably combine 2 of them, or like these 2 when they both run out, and then add mending onto them. So essentially, all I need to do now is get, I think, 5 mending books, and unbreaking would be nice on this, but I think I might just get 4, yeah, I think I'll get 4 mending books, use up this, and when this runs out with this, I'll combine them together, then repair it, and I can sort of use up some pickaxe as well. And yeah, okay, now I just need to go back and get 4 mending books. I don't think I've shown this yet, but this is an automatic or a nano farm, so essentially there's no bones in it now, so I need to come over here to my bone supply and fill it up with as much bone meal as it can handle. And then once I do that, I can turn it on. I can then turn block sounds all the way down because it's really loud, and then I just, this very small gap here, I right click here, and essentially I just get a ton of carrots. But the reason for getting this was so I can trade with villagers to get emeralds. So that's 15, that's the best one for carrots. Okay, so that's locked up, so now I just come back, I hope it refreshes, which it did, and then I just do the same thing over again. Just like that. It refreshed, good. And then keep going. It locked up again. And it refreshed again. So yeah, essentially I need 56 emeralds. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get some more carrots via this machine here. I might even need to take a trip to the mob farm to get more bones. Okay, so I got mending on all of these, so I can now repair them when I am, or when they all run out. And then I have this one to combine with one of them, so it becomes efficiency 5 on breaking 3 silk touch and mending, so I can pretty much get the other pickaxe from this, because there's the fortune and the silk touch. So now what I need to do is, I think I'm just going to go out 8 chunks and dig around all the way, because if I just quickly go into spectator like this and go all the way out here quite far, you can see that I have made a massive ring that goes all the way around all of the chunks. So yeah, that then continues over there. And yeah, essentially that is the area. So all this down here is going to be needed to dig out. And yeah, so down here is the fortress, and I've pretty much just, if I can find the center here, which is this gravel, I've pretty much picked a spot here which is centered so that the main bulk of the farm will be here. It won't go out any further than the blaze spawner, and it's sort of centered in the middle of the lava lake. So that gives me quite a bit of room. But anyway, if I just quickly hop back up here, set myself back into survival so there's no more cheating, I can then just come over, so that's 1 chunk, 2, 7, 8, and then just start digging this way. I'll just check that it is, so 9, 10, 11, 12, yes. So I can now just dig all around here, and then this will be probably where we stop for now. Okay, so I have now dug out the bit around the 8 chunk area. So this first one is just 8 chunks, so it's still massive, but it will be a lot easier to dig out. Well, progress is coming along really well. I have got the first 2 layers here dug all the way out for this first quarter. There is still the other 3, and Z is starting work on this one here, and looks as though he's got about maybe just over a third of the way, maybe half the way, something like that. But then there's this bit out here as well. Yeah, I also linked up a nether portal here, and if I go through this nether portal here, I will end up in a portal which is literally just floating over the ocean with a single bed on it here. So what this is for is so you can set your spawn on it. It needs to be night for you to do that though, but I've set my spawn there, so just in case I die, I don't need to travel the hundreds of blocks back here to get all my items. Well, I have been worried about this for ages, and it finally happened. So a ghast spawned in here, which it was bound to happen eventually. I knew it would eventually happen at this stage because of 4x4 areas. But anyway, that's gonna be all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.